Hey guys, welcome back to Kuma Style Reviews. We've got one that's a big deal, literally. Planet X's Apocalypse. This is both parts A and B, bottom and top half. You can see it's about 13 inches tall, so big boy. You can see how wide it is as well. Next to it is the Sentinel, Optimus Prime, that turns to a pin, just for a sense of scale there. Now it does come with 11 of those LEDs. I'm just pointing out where they go. Shoulders, chest, crotch, tail, as well as the hands too. We'll give you an example of how they go in. These lights, they don't have switches or anything like that. The buttons are actually on the lights themselves. So if you have their Omega Supreme, you'll know exactly how it goes. So you just push them in, and that lights them up, pressing that button on the back, but then you turn it so they lock into place. Now, it's nice because, you pop them in and out, but at the same time, it is a little bit more inconvenient because you have to take them out instead of just being able to turn them off if you had to leave the room or something like that. Even now, just me being lazy me, I've had periods of 30 minutes keeping the lights in just because I forgot to literally take them out to turn them off. But that's what it is. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Now, one thing I will say is that the quality on this guy is pretty fantastic. If you own Pandanus, which is Make Toys' Scorponok, the plastic's just like that. In fact, strong ratchets and things like that, it's almost, in terms of quality, like a Triptychon version of Pandanus. So, really good stuff, and incredibly posable and things like that too, especially for being a bulky figure. It's got some ab crunch in there and all kinds of stuff. Double joints on the neck to give it multiple positions for the head. Now, in terms of Triptychon himself, not the biggest fan of the character. And you're going to notice the backpack falls a couple of times. That's because I didn't tab in all 4 pegs. I was just looking over it and just saw the 2, but there are actually 4. Eventually I'll get it, and you guys will notice when it doesn't fall anymore. But anyway, Triptychon, it's a T-Rex, and normally I'm kind of turned off by that alt mode because, well, I guess that main mode, because of the fact that it is a main mode. Grimlock, awesome T-Rex character. Dinobot, awesome Velociraptor, or whatever he's supposed to be. Things like that. So, it's not like I'm opposed to dinosaurs or anything, but I just find them to be better alt modes than a main mode. So, I never really took Triptychon too seriously as a character, but this I dig. I kind of like how it has that lizard man vibe going for it. And this is a direct homage to the War for Cybertron style. So that just gives or goes to show how well those designs work. If you're looking for Cybertronian modes and things like that, Planet X has really got you covered. They've got Jupiter, which is Optimus Prime, and it's more of a Voyager size there. They've done their Omega Supreme, they're done the Dinobots, they're coming out with the Seekers and things like that. I believe they've even shown teasers of a Megatron. So when it comes to these Cybertronian designs, especially in the official style, this is pretty much where it's at. Not only are they pretty much the only company doing it, but they're doing them, in terms of design, perfectly. They're straight out of the video game. Even his toes are posable and things like that. Really strong ratchets through this. Now, one thing, small, but on mine, it came without the spring in the shoulder ratchets. 3 screws. The diameter of it was 15/32. You could also do 1/2. They're really, really close to each other while I get this pose. But 3 screws, 70 cents, and 5 minutes of your time. Now unscrew the shoulder, screw it back in. So in terms of parts, I like that they're using stuff that's fairly easy to find and replace. Just local hardware store. Got it taken care of. But yeah, here we go. And it's a dynamic figure too, which I dig. And here's just a comparison to some other bots. We've got a couple of Optimus Primes there. We've got the 2 Make Toys City bots, Pandanus and Utopia. Just so you can see how it scales to different stuff. And of course, there's his little brother, Mastermaid, Diabolus Rex. Show how that looks too. And now we're getting into the alt modes. This is probably my favorite alt mode of any city bot ever. Not probably, it definitely is. Now front to back, this thing's huge. It's 23 inches long. So detolf, not so much. Better find a top shelf or somewhere that this thing isn't gonna fall off and break from, because yeah, it's a big boy and it deserves its own spot too. All your city bots do. They're pretty much nice display pieces. I haven't really seen a city bot from anybody so far, third party wise, that's bad. A lot of care is put into these. So you can see it turns into the Nemesis there. It's awesome. It's an awesome jet. Now, it's so huge, I didn't have anything to really stand this on. I had such a problem with the gallery, which of course you can see on kumstyle.com, that it wasn't even funny. The alt mode pictures, it's 3 or 4 pictures of this Nemesis, and I swear to you, they probably took an hour just to shoot. Just because of getting that thing to balance on stands and things like that, had to use multiple ones. It's big, it's heavy, it's just an awkward piece, but it looks incredible. I wish I could display it like this, honestly. And another solid alt mode is the city mode. And I don't want to skip over the lights there. You saw them on the Nemesis and the thrusters, and here you see them again. They're going to be on the tail, as well as, you know, those shoulder pieces there that are kind of up top, like beacons even. But it looks pretty good. It's really, really darn tall. It's 20 something inches tall, I believe 21 inches bottom to the tip of that tail. It's just a big boy. Good, strong, quality plastic. I mean, I really don't have any complaints about this one. Besides maybe the lights being switches instead, but at the same time, with switches comes wiring and stuff like that. And honestly, between the Garotron Thunderstorm, Mastermade, Apollo, I'm about sick of fixing people's messed up wiring and stuff, so I'd rather do this right now. That's just personal preference. And again, this has been Planet X's Apocalypse. This is both parts A and B. Why they split them into 2 halves, I don't know. Neither of them turned into anything by themselves, but there it is. Order yours at the Chosen Prime and check out the full written review and gallery on kumstyle.com. See you next time.